Hello, fellow travelers. Welcome to Respawn Station. My name is Suri, and today I'm joined by Nick to watch the May 30th State of Play. Nick, I thought you were going to do it again. This is the second take of the second take of the intro. We lost the excitement, but no, this is the unofficial start to the Summer Game Fest or Summer of Gaming, whatever you'd like to call it. Obviously, in the start of June, we have the main event, the main Summer Game Fest, along with Ubisoft has their own showcase going on. We have even more down the line in August. So there's a lot to look forward to. But for us, in terms of coverage for videos, this really kicks us off. Nick, are you excited for this, man? This is our time to shine.
This is second Christmas this year, so yes, I'm always excited for this time of the year.
Now, full disclosure, this is a 35-minute presentation, and we're watching it like 2.5 hours late. However, we've both been diligent at staying away from like Twitter and everything to avoid spoilers. However, I got one pretty obvious, pretty minor spoiler. I'll reveal it what it was when we get to it in the showcase. And then Nick, how about you? What's your
Same, one relatively minor thing, and then one thing that I think may be a thumbnail spoiled for me. But
sure.
We'll see. We'll see.
Right.
It could have just been something cheeky that this thumbnail had, but we'll see.
All right, well, here we go. And I'll count it in for 3, 2.
Wait, real quick, Sri.
Yes.
We should set up. Where are you at? I'm at like 30 seconds on this, where the countdown is at 0.
So you know what? I was gonna play it right from the start, but yeah, I'll go to 0. That's a good shot. All right, I'm at 30 seconds, where it's just like a triangle on the screen, triangle, X, and circle, all that stuff.
See here. Oh, there we go. Okay, I see him.
All right, perfect. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh snap!
Let's go.
Hi everyone, I'm Asad Kizilbash, Head of Product at PlayStation Studios and Head of PlayStation Productions. I'm here to welcome one of the newest members of the PlayStation Studios family, Firewalk. This team brings together some of the most talented developers in our industry, with an incredible pedigree in the online multiplayer space. We announced their first game, Concord, last year, and today they're revealing gameplay captured in-engine on PS5. But first, here's an extended vignette introducing some of the cool characters you'll find in the Concord Galaxy. Enjoy.
Figured we were going to see this because they were still saying it was coming out this year.
Oh, shit. There we go. Is this a VR title?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It was a spontaneous, creative decision made after years of careful research.
Being really old and almost dying a bunch doesn't count as research.
Almost dying is the best way to learn how not to die. Besides, it worked, didn't it?
How much longer for the upload?
A few more minutes. Hey, start time. Try it with hot sauce. You'll like it. Trust me.
No. Do not trust him.
Whoa. Where's this coming from?
It's coming from you back on the ship saying, trust me, we're professionals. We'll stick to the plan. We can do this. And then, that. That was not the plan.
Technically, it was a plan. It just wasn't the same plan that we started with.
If we don't leave with this blue button...
Amar, we will. We will.
I'll be waiting outside.
No one moves. We'll be taking this off your hands.
What? This?
Funny.
I'm so curious about what this is.
Yeah, kind of a weird choice to open up another CG trailer.
I mean, clearly, like
gives
these
me
are
that
they're
Beyond Good
showcasing
People
some sort of
2.
like abilities, you know, here, obviously for these
Yeah.
characters.
Fine. They only got one of my legs.
How are those hands?
Okay.
How bad is it? You're still mad at me?
Lennox!
Got him.
One off. This is you.
Did that robot just swear? Did you hear that sensor thing?
No, oh, I didn't.
I am developing a taste for destruction. Goodbye.
This would be a very dishonorable way for us all to die.
Don't worry. Nobody's dying dishonorably. And also, we're bringing this back with us. Hey, Mark. What are you doing?
Getting us to the rendezvous point.
Perhaps we should have let go also.
One off. Do not dare.
Well, we were supposed to stick together.
If you let go, I swear I will be.
Oh,
That's pretty.
look, there they are.
What the? I am glad you avoided a dishonorable death.
Almost dying is the best way to learn how not to die. Or something.
I knew this was gonna work.
This wasn't the plan.
Well, it just wasn't the one we started with. All right. Another satisfied customer. Goods delivered. I sent everyone their cut.
Ooh, yay.
So do you, like, carry it around with you for emergency bland situations or whatever?
Hey, Mara. Don't joke about something like this.
Our next job is somewhere with less
We'll
scaffolding.
have no scaffolding. Zero scaffolding. I promise. We were apart for so long. I thought I'd never feel your fiery embrace again.
You sound ridiculous.
What a. Okay, so Concord.
So-
for-
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't either. We'll get back to this. I'm sure the show will keep moving.
Concord is
Oh,
a
here we go.
5v5 first-person shooter set in the
Oh.
vibrant sci-fi universe of the Concord Galaxy. In Concord, from the
Okay.
moment you log on, you are part of the crew of the North Star, a group of guns for hire known in our galaxy as Free Gunners. Free Gunners are those lucky enough to be free to roam the stars. They take high-stake jobs on worlds across wild space, where they face other fiercely competitive Free Gunner crews. Here's the very first look at the gameplay of Concord.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Free gunning. It's hard work, but it's our work, and we don't take it for granted. Being a free gunner means, well, you're free.
Right on target. Yeah, you better run.
Free gunners have a shot at making something of themselves, a chance to be someone.
All right.
Need a second
Like
to fix
hero
myself up.
shootery things. Looks like you're just picking characters.
Yeah, I mean, it gave off very heavy hero shooter vibes from everyone having like each of the characters having distinct power ups and stuff like that in that CGI trailer. So, but it's interesting that I wasn't just expecting a 5v5 shooter. I mean,
Finally, to battle. Endless rage.
We risk our lives every day to do the job.
I'll clear the way. Time to show them the big guns. That's me.
This crew will go anywhere. Take any job. Face any enemy. We're the Free Gunner crew of the North Star. And together, we're going to make our mark on this galaxy.
doesn't look too bad. I'm not super into hero shooters.
That was so interesting. They spent that was a good 9 minutes of that was this.
I feel like they played the trailers in the wrong.
Oh no, they'll keep going.
Should
Hold
have
on.
had that gameplay first.
Yeah, I agree.
FPS that feels great to play. We focused a ton of our attention and our tech on building a strong gameplay foundation of tight core movement, precise visceral shooting, and expressive abilities.
We ended up finding ourselves influenced a lot by fighting games and even strategy games in the interesting way that the asymmetry of their characters makes every fight, every matchup feel really different.
Leaning into the asymmetry of the characters, really pushing the possibility space of two different characters colliding. It's all about creating opportunities for improvisation. That's where we can get out of the way and let players find their own magic. We also have abilities that are meant to have impact beyond direct combat. Deployable gear that can persist throughout a full game, so whether that's multiple rounds of a mode or multiple respawns across a match. There are healing pads, bullet blocking domes, explosive traps, lane blocking walls, all kinds of ways to support your team or disrupt your enemies. Coordinated teams can set up and plan ahead, and depending on where and when it happens, players can shift the battlefield to their advantage.
We've got everything from mystics and medics to gunslingers and sparked robots. Every character brings their own unique personality, skills, and wide-ranging perspectives to the crew. Every week, when you log into Concord, you will be welcomed with a new cinematic vignette that will give you a chance to see our
every
characters
week,
off the job. They will feature ongoing narrative arcs that grow the characters' stories and relationships and unpack the broader Concord galaxy.
Why are you kissing a tchotchke?
We're excited to share that we'll be hosting a pre-launch beta in July, followed by Concord's global launch on August 23rd.
Wow, okay. All right. We'll talk about all this stuff at the end. We'll run through it all at once. Yeah. Of course, beta early access for you and 4 friends. Interesting. All right. If you didn't
Kinda
know.
giving me like some Cowboy Bebop kind of vibes until they were like.
Okay, this is what I had ruined.
This is what I saw as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
You seem like a
This was expected, so I'm not too surprised. So I really didn't. Yeah, everything else is a surprise for me.
reasonable person.
Yet another PS4 game getting a PC port that's not Bloodborne.
War is coming. The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok.
Have you played God of War, Nick?
I played 2018, not Ragnarok.
No.
When it burns me.
Odin's got tricks up his sleeve we haven't dared to consider.
Super ultra wide support. Isn't the Valhalla DLC free?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I would hope that they would include the free DLC.
These games have sick ass trailers, though, I have to say. Cool. September 19th is coming to PC. Nice, nice. Expected. So, cool.
Yeah, this one wasn't a shock at all.
Also, I'm doing a live audio mixing, so if it's too loud or too quiet, I apologize.
Personal gain. And the people must turn to thievery for food.
Omega Force.
Perhaps this is heaven's way of lamenting the state of the land. Men are powerless at the feet of the divine.
It looks like Omega Force.
But even so, someone must act.
Jesus. Oh, man.
What's Dynasty Warriors up to? So like 12 or something now?
Beats me, man, but the crowd work here, I mean, it's something. Have you tried Hyrule Warriors? Hyrule Warriors? My voice cracked for some reason.
Yeah, I played the first Hyrule Warriors, and I played Persona 5
Dynasty
Strikers.
Warriors Origins coming to PS5 2025. Okay, all right. What were you saying?
Yeah, I played the first Hyrule Warriors and Persona 5 Strikers,
Oh,
which is
okay.
also like a Musou game.
We were really transported to Mirror Land.
Now this is my jam.
So, are you ready for it?
I got like Mario Odyssey music.
It does, yeah. What? This is interesting though. I don't know what this is. Kind of reminds me of Genshin Impact.
I do like this music.
Nick, odds on this being a free title?
40%.
That's good odds. That's fair odds. Is that a Pokemon?
Odds on this being a $40 game.
Sure, like a Pal World or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can see it. This is so.
I feel like this is like an everything game.
Yeah,
it's got platforming.
Infinity Nikki.
Holy shoot! S in Q3? What does that mean?
Wow. Okay. Wait, is this the same developer?
Maybe a publisher.
I have seen the miracles you so claim.
Oh, okay. Maybe Tipwork is the developer then. Oh, is this the? I'm not gonna say the name.
I pray for their grace, but all that came were inferior shades.
Damn.
We have to bear the consequences of such power.
I love me some good environments.
I was gonna say this is giving Souls-like energy from the trailer.
These essences shall not fall into your treacherous hands.
Wayward emissaries, grant us the forgotten miracles. Rain fire from above.
This is a game I'd 100% not be able to beat. I can already feel it, Nick. Well, it looks cool though.
This has to be like Souls-like.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying is.
No matter what happens,
Unless this game has like an exploration mode where you takes off all the enemies, I'm Ballad of Antara. Interesting. Ballad of Antara 2025 coming to PS5. Wow, okay. Interesting. Next. Skydance's Behemoth. Okay. So Skydance.
It's a VR game.
The Mission Impossible people.
I thought I could be a hero and break the curse. But I was a fool.
Oh, I was gonna say, okay, cool.
There is no hope here. And the gods that walk
Did you play Saints and Sinners?
Yes, I did. It's really good.
the poison in my
Interesting.
veins begs me to kill.
Oh my god, you see him punch the dude's head off.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I love VR trailers like this. This is great.
Yeah.
Thought I could be a hero. But heroes don't survive the Forsaken Lands. Only monsters.
Skydance's Behemoth. Available fall 2024. Oh, that's pretty fucking... That's pretty cool. That's awesome. It looks like they just really... I mean... Like, the PSVR 2 needs something like this. Oh, it seems we are another VR2 game. Planetary designation LV-354. Name Purdon. Is this Alien of some sort?
That's what. Yeah, it is.
It's 100. Yeah, it's Alien. I see. Yep.
A super framey Alien. You see that?
Yeah. Rogue Incursion. Right. Holiday 2024. So that's...
Seems a little early.
Two PSVR games so far, right?
Hi
That was
everyone, I'm Sean Benson.
Yeah.
I'm back on State of Play to introduce more exciting titles coming to PlayStation, starting with a highly anticipated PvP shooter, playable soon on PS5.
Whoa. PvP shooter. Marvel Rivals? NetEase.
Yeah.
You didn't play this, right? You didn't play that beta thing? Will you play this? Is this have any
problem?
I'll probably give it a go for the coverage, you know, just to see, but
I don't know, like the closest thing to like a hero shooter that I like can get into and play is Apex Legends, which is like, you know, battle royale mixed with hero shooter.
For me, the closest I can get, so there's destructible environments and stuff in the game, kind of to a degree, I guess. Interesting. Yeah, for me, honestly, you're gonna think it's a joke. Black Ops 4, dude. That's the closest. Damn, never mind. These buildings are just coming down.
An interesting visual style, but yeah, like I'm also like kind of on the Marvel burnout train, so it's just like this is like nothing to me. Waifu Galactus.
Who is that? July 2024, closed beta, and then costumes, a PS5 exclusive costume. Cool.
Yeah, of course.
Everstone Studio. Damn. Dude, another, what is it? Another game I'll never be able to finish, man. I just know. Just looking at this. Oh my god. What the? Oh. These sickos probably think this is cool. Can't wait to fight that boss. Oh right, Where Winds Meet. Yes, we've seen that one. That's in development for PS5. Wish list now. What'd you say?
I don't remember it if we did.
I'm pretty sure we've seen that one.
Hello,
Ballistic Moon.
I'm super excited to welcome all my pals back to the annual Blackwood Winter Getaway.
This is the Until Dawn
Yeah.
PS5 port, I think. Did you play this game?
Yeah, I love Until Dawn.
Fight the break of
I feel like someone's watching us.
There's just no one out there. Let's make this one trip.
I think the only one of these that I've played is Man of Medan.
Trust me, Until Dawn is great, and my entire playthrough of it is on my YouTube channel because I streamed it back in the day, so it's cool to go back to. But yeah, it's really fun, and a fun platinum too. So wait, this is just a remaster? Is that what it is?
I think it's like a native PS5 version.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if it's a remaster or like a remake.
Right here until dawn.
Until Dawn, she said the name.
You can't let me die.
Yeah, great game. Coming to PS5 and PC fall 2024. Okay, cool. PC people, enjoy that one. It's a good one. I mean, fall. I'm guessing if they hit in time for Halloween, it'd be great. Path of Exile 2 coming to PS5. Let's take a look, I guess. Grinding Gear Games.
Arkham was once a peaceful land, but each day descends further into madness. Famine and plague besiege us. The very earth is being poisoned. The Count's men, once our protectors, have turned on us. And now they come for me. Get out here!
Is Path of Exile multiplayer or single player?
I think there's multiplayer in it.
I thought it was multiplayer, but this looks single player.
I must be the one to face this nightmare.
No noose this time. I'll remove your head myself.
But I need not do it alone.
Couch co-op. Okay, interesting. This looks very Diablo. I've never really played Path of Exile.
Oh yeah, it's super inspired by Diablo.
Isn't the first one free to play, or am I wrong?
I believe it is.
Crossplay, cross progression. Good shit. Krutog, Lord of Kin.
This looks pretty sick.
Yeah, dude, that looked gnarly. Yeah, Path of Exile 2. Nice. Early access late 2024, PS5. I'm obviously PC. I'm guessing Xbox, but obviously they wouldn't show that here.
Right.
All right, here we go.
This is Silent Hill 2.
I'm sorry. I was just...
It's okay. I didn't mean to scare you.
Is this Bloober Team?
I'm kind of lost.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Silent Hill.
Oh,
Stay
shit.
away. This town, there's something wrong with it?
Is it dangerous?
Maybe.
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going either way.
No.
Damn.
You shouldn't be here.
My God.
I'll be good, I promise. Tell him I'll be good, please. No, please.
October 8th, 2024. Halloween time. Bloober Team, Unreal Engine. Watch the sound and transmission on the... Okay, yeah, right. Oh, I guess that makes sense why that happened right after this.
Next game last December, offering just a glimpse of what's in store for their celebrated franchise.
Oh.
Today, I am so
What'd you say?
excited to share the first full gameplay
Oh.
trailer for Monster Hunter.
Oh, I see. That. Yeah. Okay. Is this the last one, right? Probably.
Maybe.
As soon as
Yeah,
we
maybe
find
that
a
or
good
one
spot,
more.
we can get things set up and ready to go. And then we can
That
get
Silent Hill
started.
trailer's weird. I feel like their trailers have gotten weirder each time they come out.
I hope we find them safe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to the game because I haven't played Silent Hill. Like it's like that I've been waiting for a remake, so that it's my excuse to go to it. But yeah, I'm not sure if that was like initially the thing that sold me, but.
Incredible. I've never heard of a Karathnoth herd this big before. One of them's got big spikes on it.
This feels different from Monster Hunter. Is this how normally they are? Or how they are normally?
This is more like the newer Monster Hunter. Like, this is like a sequel to World, which World kind of changed from the other entries in the series. Monster Hunter World is like one of Capcom's highest selling games, so it's like this is probably gonna make
So
good bucks.
gangbusters. This looks cool. I mean, yeah, I haven't played. I played Monster Hunter, but not the new ones. I played one of them on the 3DS. I forget which one.
I tried a demo for one of them on the 3DS, and it kind of turned me off from trying the others.
That was one of those games I bought as a blind buy. I was just like, you know what? People keep saying it's good. That was that, and then Bravely Default, right? I think that's what it's called. Yeah. And Bravely Default was, by the way, was actually really good. Jesus. Lots of vibrant gameplay here.
I've selected you as a lead hunter for this expedition.
Thank you, sir.
Fantasy flare gun.
Monster Hunter Wilds. Interesting. Wow, okay. 2025, so next year. PS5, I'd imagine also.
Yeah, that's gonna be on everything.
Yeah. Cool.
Probably gonna be on Switch too.
Oh, shit, is this it? This is the last one? Okay. All right.
This was the thing that I saw in the thumbnail.
Oh shit! So you know, okay, I see. I didn't. My boy's back. Yes. Dude, hell yeah. Dude, honestly, like the one that launched with the PS5 is like one of the best platformers I've ever played. So
yeah, I really enjoyed it.
So like, this is awesome. I'm glad they got to go back and make a proper full game. I mean, no, the first one was also a proper full game. I just mean like another one.
Ooh. Casino World.
Yeah. It seems that they're not doing PlayStation. Oh, no, they are. I literally, as I was saying that.
Yeah,
Wow.
as you were saying it.
Oh, there's a, wow. Could not should have just shut the hell up. Oh my god. Yo. This is pretty awesome.
This definitely looks bigger than
Yeah, dude.
Astro's Playroom.
And again, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad that they got to do this. Lots of bosses.
Yeah, really.
Astrobot. What's it called? Is it just called Astrobot?
So yeah, look at that.
Coming to PS5 September 6th, 2024. Wow.
Nice.
Wow. That's crazy. That's all right, then
That looked awesome.
Be sure
I
to
love
visit
that.
PlayStation
Yeah.
blog for more on the games you just saw, as well as PlayStation.com for the latest on Days of Play. This global celebration runs through June 12th.
Yes,
Deals
lots
on
of sales.
PlayStation Store, great new content coming to PlayStation Plus, and much more.
Alrighty, so that was the state of play for May 30th, 2024. Now, Nick, let's just go through everything, just, real fast, just to get a feeler. Let's talk about it. So, first off, let's see, we have the Firewalk Studios game, Concord. We got a CGI trailer, followed by a pretty extensive look at gameplay as well, which I appreciated, but also it feels like they really committed to this vision of what this game is. Probably, this is one of the numerous live service games the PlayStation has kind of under their belt right now, and we're finally getting it, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little conflicted on that one, if I'm being honest. Like we were kind of hinting at beforehand, hero shooter kind of thing isn't like exactly my vibe. I do kind of like the spacefaring like crew kind of vibe. Like I mentioned, it kind of was reminding me of like Cowboy Bebop at the start, where it's like, hey, you have this like gang of little misfits trying to do like space jobs and stuff, but then the gameplay just kind of makes it seem like it's more of just like a competitive shooter. So
yeah,
and like the tone, like I'm not 100% sold on, but like I don't think it looks bad by any means. It's just maybe not my cup of tea.
No, I mean, look, on the podcast, we've just spent quite a bit of time talking about first-person shooters, and it's not just a plug. We genuinely did. That's what episode 12 was all about. But for me, I mean, yeah, like hero shooters and kind of like objective-based game modes, not fully my thing. But if I really like the gameplay, like in the case of X Defiant, I'm willing to kind of bear with the one. And even the other, because I think, depending on how you look at it, I think X Defiant is also kind of a hero shooter in its own right. But regardless of that, I'm not super. I mean, look, like in the gameplay, there's a lot of movement and stuff. They said they looked into like fighting games and whatnot. I don't know if you're looking at the gameplay yourself. When they roll, do they like? Yeah, they cut to third person. For some reason, that seems like such an interesting. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like whenever they roll out of the way, like either forward, backward,
it changes.
It goes to third person, comes back in. I was watching, and I was like, I don't know why. I mean, again, it could feel totally fine in gameplay. I just watching it. Was it a?
Yeah, I definitely like. If that beta is like free for people, like I'll definitely hop in and give it a try. But
now, again, I'm not suggesting that this has to be, but do you think this is going to be a free to play game?
I don't.
Okay. No, I don't either. I was just wanted to see what the
Yeah, I think Helldivers 2 is a perfect like proof
Sure.
of that. Like, it could be a budget title. I also don't think so, though. I think this is probably going to be like a full price game.
Really interesting.
I think the
It would be
cutscene every week
crazy
thing is
if
kind of interesting.
it would be
but-
crazy if PlayStation was able to pull off another Helldivers with something else, like another genre. You know, I mean, like, because I do think that like a 5v5 shooter or a 5v5 hero shooter is a kind of different genre than like what, you know, Helldivers is. You know, kind of just, even though they're both kind of live service games. But yeah, it would be crazy. It'll be interesting to see how it is. That I'm curious to see what the reception is to that, you know, the beta, and yeah, interesting style though, and we'll see more.
Yeah, it also seemed like they had a lot of different characters and stuff like that, so I wonder how that'll all fold together.
Yeah,
Story-wise.
There it is, right there. Yeah, there's. And they also said that, like, as you you know, as the seasons continue, you'll get more kind of content that builds up the lore and kind of, or like builds up, like pushes the storyline forward, which is interesting because I don't really think that, at least the games that I've played, I haven't really seen that kind of thing with these kind of shooters, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Also,
you like kind of get like little cutscenes when like a new season drops or something.
Right,
but
exactly.
Not with that much regularity.
Yeah, and to the fact that they went out right here, like, you know, they're like, yeah, you know, it's gonna happen. But they said every week, right? Am I crazy? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bold statement to. All right.
Keep my eye on it, but
yeah,
I don't know. A little mixed on that one.
The next game, obviously, God of War PC. We know this was happening. It's going to look cool. It's going to look great. People are going to mod, you know, the randomest shit into randomest shit into this. So not much of a surprise. Honestly, Nick. I think you got the biggest surprise for me. Ruined for you, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Here.
I mean, it's also been rumored for a little bit that we were going to be getting a new Astrobot game. So like, it's not like maybe the biggest surprise in the world, but yeah,
I mean, it just wasn't on the top of my head. I just wasn't expecting it. So it was cool. They just kind of. So this one, the Dynasty Warriors Origins looks cool, but again, not really like a Dynasty Warrior person myself. What about you? How's your interest fare in this?
Yeah, I'm more so a person that's gonna hop into the spin-off games that are in
franchises.
That I'm more into.
Yeah, absolutely.
These games, like, you know, even in the franchises that I like Zelda or Persona 5, like the gameplay gets like so repetitive, which I know that that's like a big part of it. But it's just like, yeah, you kind of need some other things to kind of interest me personally to get in to one of these games. Like I just don't find the endless hacking and slashing as gripping as some other people might.
Yeah. Now, next, the everything game, as Nick had said it, Infinity Nikki, right? That's what it was, I believe.
That's a name that I feel like I've heard before.
Infinity
but
Nikki.
I've never seen this. Yeah.
What a I mean, I don't know what to think of this one. Is it it looks like Genshin Impact. A lot of the aesthetics of Genshin Impact. Very high production value too. And so, yeah, we'll see.
Music, like I said, I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I don't really know if this is the type of game that I would play. It seemed like a pretty big emphasis on like photo mode or something like that. But...
Testing Q3 2024, and then
what does that mean? Testing Q3. Is that
probably like a beta test or like a server test, maybe. That's the only other thing I could really think of.
Gotcha.
Okay, and then after that, we got another seemingly Souls-like game that I could not. Sorry, I guess is this the first one?
This is the first one.
Yeah, this is the first one. Sorry, the first Souls-like game that I knew I couldn't beat. But it looks really cool. I mean, some of the shots just right off like the environments. Just look. This one, I mean, damn, it looks really, really awesome. What are your thoughts?
It seems a bit more on the like
Ballad of Antara.
Yeah, it's kind of like a more blending of like a Souls-like and character action. This one a little bit more, it seemed, at least from the little glimpses that we get. It kind of reminds me of like Neo or
Interesting.
what was that other one that came out earlier?
See, for me, actually, I was gonna say it has like a Dark Souls kind of aesthetics. I've used that word twice now in this, so I have to shun myself from it. But but it feels like almost like to me like Final Fantasy 16 kind of gameplay, like kind of more actiony. Yeah. But yeah, like the boss, like some of the boss designs and stuff look very FromSoft, or even like as you were saying, like those kind of those different vibe, like that specific vibe. 2025. You think? How active are you? Are you only for FromSoft that you play Souls likes, or are you?
Kind of. I mean, it really depends. Like, I feel like so many of them that aren't from FromSoft are like, they kind of hit the same notes. It's just like, fantasy, or like, we're trying to be like Bloodborne, kind of like a Lies of P sort of situation. I know Lies of P kind of broke out and, is looked on more fondly, but I feel like so many of them like try to give you the same feelings that Souls does, but they never do it quite as well as FromSoft. So it's like, I played Another Crab's Treasure, which we talked about on the podcast, and that's technically a Souls-like, but it's, a very different take on a Souls-like.
Yeah.
And so that I was kind of interested in, but like kind of these ones and like Neo, and I wish I could remember the other one that came out earlier, like this year or last year, but like they kind of just kind of blend together, and they always seem that they
Rise
hit
of
in that
Ronin?
like 7 to 8 range. Not Rise of the Ronin, but it was from Team Ninja. What was it?
Oh.
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Yes. Yes. Ah, it did. It's gonna piss me off now too, but.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna get this. Wolong Fallen Dynasty.
Wolong, and you know what? I couldn't even beat the first boss of that game.
Yeah, so it kind of gives me that kind of vibe where it's just like, another one of these kind of like, it's probably going to be pretty good, but even from what I'm seeing, it's just like not quite to the level where I'm like super invested.
Right. Next up, we have two back-to-back PSVR titles. We have Skydance's Behemoth, which I think just looks really cool. I mean, these devs, I think Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is like one of my favorite PSVR games. And it's cool that they get to kind of do this kind of weird, I think original project. I don't know if this is like established at all, but I think this is just kind of a thing they're doing on their own. I just hope that, that there's like the combat and everything looks really fun. There's like a lot of really cool and a lot of creative, I guess, weapon uses and tool usage. It'd be interesting to see kind of what this relies on, because is it like a story game, or is it like just like a Skyrim? You just kind of explore the world, or where does it kind of lie? I'd be curious to see, but still.
I do like trailers like this where they actually have fun with the mechanics.
Yeah.
I love the shot in this where he's twirling the arrow around his hand to like shoot it in the bow.
Or where he uses the grappling hook to like grab a sword and then pull it to his hand and then use it. Yeah.
You punch the guy's head off. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I want to see in like a VR kind of trailer.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing though. Like,
headset,
even in the comparatively rudimentary VR of PSVR, I know. Like, I mean, PSVR is impressive on its own. It's just in the like since then things have progressed to a degree that like it's not it doesn't live up to. But even for me, right, I'm playing Saints and Sinners, and like there'll be I'd be doing stuff that I'll be like, I'm the coolest dude ever, like. There'll be times I'm getting attacked and I'll just grab a zombie and I'll hold its head at arm's length while I'm like, grabbing a different weapon or something, or reloading, whatever. Like, it's just kind of like that. It's like a weird, like, you can kind of interact with things in a tactile way that I really like. So, next up, the other VR title was, Alien. Look, Alien's going to be terrifying in VR. You can just kind of guess, like, you can pretty much, even if the game's not great, it'll 100% be intense. Then we have Marvel Rivals. I think we both kind of said our piece actually while we were, I think, watching it. Did you have anything else to say about Marvel Rivals?
Nah.
Yeah.
I hope people that are into it like it, but
yeah. I mean, for the crowd who's like really into Marvel and also like loves hero shooters, who's like mourning the death of Overwatch, then yeah, this is pretty interesting. And like the destructible environments and stuff is a cool thing that I haven't seen in these kind of games, but
cool
yeah.
wrinkle.
Yeah. All right. Next up, what do we have here? Oh man, they spent a lot of time on the. Okay, and then there's a second Souls-like. This one's called. Let's see.
Where Winds Meet.
Yes, Where Winds Meet. Very fast action. This one I think feels more like a Souls-like gameplay than the other one. Like I said, the other one kind of felt more of a like Final Fantasy 16, like action kind of thing. But here,
yeah, this one seemed more like boss heavy, like you mentioned.
Very, yeah.
Like I wonder if this is like suggesting that it's more of like a boss rush kind of game, or if this is just like a boss's trailer.
Yeah, they're just yeah. I think that's what I'm reading from it. You know, in terms of like same thing with what they did for the Astrobot game, where it's just like all these bosses. I think they're just kind of showing off some of the Again, the game that I will not be touching. Because I mean, like a game really like the atmosphere or something about it really has to hook me for me to be into it. Like Lies of P did that for me to like be like, okay, I'm gonna go in even though I know it's a Souls-like game. So like this one, it doesn't fully do that for me, but obviously if you're really into Souls-likes, I mean, this is, you're certainly not starving, guys. Let's be honest.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Then after that, we got the one that I didn't know this was happening, or at least I forgot about it if it did. It was Until Dawn, just Until Dawn. It's coming to PS5 and PC just in time for the spooky season, I think, right? Like fall 2024, I think is the date.
Yeah, I think it said fall.
Great game. I highly recommend checking it out if you haven't. And it really, like, it is just like a really good like Halloween type of game. I really hope they can make it to that release date. It just says fall 2024. I do think the one reason why I don't think they would release this in October is because they would essentially be shooting themselves in the foot by releasing two. You know what I mean? Like Silent Hill 2 is also going to come out that day. And speaking of, is that the next one? Oh no, Path of Exile 2 is the next one. Honestly, this trailer looked really, really, really cool. I don't know if I would say like I'm gonna play it because I know these are like really kind of like these are investments like fairly long games,
for sure.
And so I'm not sure if I'm willing to set myself on this path, because I know that some sick part of me will be like, oh, I'll just play the first one. And I'm not gonna do that. I can't, there's not a chance. If there's a talk that this game's kind of independent or something, like in terms of like it can stand alone, I'd be willing to give this a go. I mean, maybe
I
a
feel
stream
like Path
or two.
of Exile is there for all the people that have issues with whatever Diablo is doing.
Sure,
like, that's
yeah.
the kind of read that I get on it, where it's just like, if Diablo is kind of simplifying things, Path of Exile is where you want to go if you want your hardcore action RPG kind of experience.
Really cool title card, by the way. That title card was dope. Where the thing comes out and then it rips into two. Yeah, no, I'd be down to maybe like when it comes out again, or again, it's going to early access later this year, late 2024. But maybe when it comes out, we'll do like a test, or like a few streams, or one or two streams, just to feel it out. Maybe one stream. I'll promise. Maybe one stream. Just to feel it out and see how it is. But, I'm always looking for, I'm sure by then I'll be done with The Division 2. So we'll yeah. And then next up, we have, Silent Hill 2. Here's the thing. First of all, actually, let me ask you, Nick, what are your thoughts before I go off on my...
So.
Okay, yes.
Started. Yeah, I have played the original. I played it a couple years ago, and obviously this is one of those kind of like holy grail kind of games.
Yeah.
People are like, this is routinely up in the top like 25, I'd say, games of all time for a lot of people.
You say for a lot of people, not for you.
I mean, like, if I were whittling it down, it would probably be up there too. Like,
okay, sure.
It is a very impactful game.
Now, does this seem faithful to you?
I'll leave that, but that's the kind of the thing that a lot of people have been having an issue with. Like, it is, but they're clearly like taking some creative liberties with like adapting it to like this new version. Like things are, you know, this opening shot of the graveyard, like I immediately knew it was Silent Hill because there's like, you know, the environments that they're translating are like, you know, very kind of iconic. And so like you can kind of see there's several parts throughout this trailer where it's like, okay, yes, I remember those areas and everything.
Yeah.
But like combat is not really like a big thing in the original. Like it's there, but like it's very kind of like clunky and like retro survival horror.
Yeah.
And this feels like, even watching this, like it still feels like, I don't know, like it feels like a little, it's modern AAA like horror, right?
Yeah.
I think they're on record with saying that like they're inspired by like Resident Evil 2 remake and stuff, but it's like, you know, where in that game you play as like Leon or Claire, who like, you know, kind of realistically have this like combat edge to them, like Leon being a police officer and Claire, her brother, is a police officer, I think. So they kind of have that kind of thing. James has never been like that. James is supposed to be like an everyman kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like I do kind of pause a little bit when I see like him like do like a backstep dodge and everything, like and like pulling out like a bolt action rifle and all that. But like I think the game looks like just like aesthetic and visual wise, I think it looks really good. I think like we're really not going to be able to tell until the game comes out like how good this remake is at like capturing the impact of the original.
Yeah. No, I mean, for me, I'm looking forward to playing it because again, I've heard so many good things about these games. It's just that I don't know if this trailer sold me on it. It's just I've already was kind of sold.
It's a weird trailer.
So, yeah. And again, I really don't know much about Silent Hill 2. So for me, like I can't tell if this is they're doing an accurate job. I do get the Resident Evil 2, like Resident Evil 3 remake vibes from this. But yeah, that's out October 8th, 2024 for PS5. And then we have obviously Monster Hunter Wilds.
I think, yeah.
I think
looks cool.
Yeah, I think we said our piece during the game or during the.
Yeah, looks cool, but it's sort of like Path of Exile. It's one of those ones where it's like I don't know if I'm going to make the commitment, right? Like,
yes, yeah, 100%.
I especially feel like it's one of those games, Monster Hunter World, and seemingly this one too, where it's like it's probably way better if you have like your group of friends that are.
Right.
Playing it at the same time.
That you just kind of that you just know you can kind of hop on and play with, and 100%. It does. It's definitely a group game. I just don't have. I don't even know if I can pull together a group of people to to play Monster Hunter. But no, yeah.
Let's talk about Astrobot.
Yes, let's get to Astrobot, the main event. Honestly, I'm so excited for this. Just because like
this is pretty far and away the game of the show for this one.
Absolutely. And it's just because like the first one really did, like I'm not even joking, like really put a smile on my face. Like it was the perfect game to like launch the PS5 with. And not to mention like the first game, which is obviously the PSVR game. But to see them do their thing here, to what it looks like kind of explore kind of original ideas while still having the things that people are familiar with, right? Like some of the enemies and stuff you are recognizable, but that same quality applied to just different areas, different landscapes. I'm cool. I mean, you called out that casino level. There's
there's like stronger themes in this one, it seems.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm really actually surprisingly I'm down with them making Astrobot like a sort of like a mascot. Like I know he's kind of already is, but like an actual like, give him that strength, give him that backup to really be a poster boy.
Yeah, right. Like that first game, like you said, is like VR, so like already like a fraction of your player base probably played
Right.
that one. Pack-in title for PS5, which like, granted a lot of people played, but it's like, it still kind of has that like, not quite a full game, kind of like you were mentioning when we were watching it. This, I feel like this is going to be like, okay, this is Astrobot. Like, hop in and have fun.
And
this looks awesome, dude.
Yeah, and I expect full I think Astrobot is like one of the top usage of the DualSense, just kind of how accurate and like even just like the way the way it changes from when he's walking on like grass to like ice to metal, like just that stuff is so like sharp and tactile. I'm curious. Yeah, dude, this is gonna be, and like I bet like in that sand mission, the whole it's gonna feel like there's sand shaking around. Like it's just like it's gonna happen. I'm very excited for Astrobot. And yeah, that was honestly overall. I mean, look, we knew that nothing kind of crazy was coming out of this, right? Like.
I do think that this is a better state of play. We were talking about how hit or miss they are. This is definitely, there's a couple things in here that I'm pretty interested with, but like, yeah, it's still not like, we're still kind of missing some of the big first party stuff, which Sony had said like, they're not.
Yeah, 100%. Like we knew the expectation going in. We're not going to get the games kind of anything kind of crazy in terms of a God of War sequel, a Naughty Dog sequel, like
Ghost of Tsushima 2, Bloodborne,
right?
Like
that wasn't going to happen here. This is not that kind of showcase. But that being said, I do think I'm at least mildly curious about some of these games. Like Conquered and Silent Hill 2, and then Astrobot. I think is just like a real kind of it's really like it was kind of the game of the show for me. Certainly. Well, Nick, anything else?
No, I think we covered pretty much everything.
Yes, we did, and we'll keep covering everything. Keep covering everything as Summer Game Fest continues throughout the month of June, and even depending on how far you look at it, even further. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Subscribe, and of course, check out our weekly podcast, the Respawn Station Podcast, where we talk about everything from Call of Duty to Furiosa, and that's just last episode. So be sure to check all that out. And as always, people, until next time, have a good night, a good morning, and a damn good time.